Hey guys, it's Nintendo Craft Studios here, aka NCSO7, and it's been a while since I've done one of these top 5 videos. Now, don't get the wrong impression, I'm not going to be doing these videos all the time anymore. This is just for now, as a once in a while thing I'm going to do. But finally, I've gotten back from my trip, and videos are going to be going at full throttle. And let's kick it off with the top 5 Scott the Woz episodes. Now, I need to let you guys know that I'm a huge fan of Scott the Woz. And honestly, do I really even need to say anything about it? He's easily my favorite YouTuber of all time. And today, I'm going to be talking about, or well, really counting down the top 5 Scott the Woz videos, or episodes. Now, I need to make a few rules clear. First thing is that the range of videos that can be eligible for this countdown is anything from the Nintendo Switch wishlist video, which was his first episode, all the way up to E3 1999, which is his 130th episode. Pay attention to that range so that way you guys don't start coming in here asking, where's this one video that came out after E3 1999? Although I will say there will be some eras that won't have as many videos, but whatever. Another rule is that this is my list, so if you don't agree with my opinions, that's fine, but please don't throw hate on me. But please let me know in the comment section what videos you guys find to be the best from Scott the Woz. But before we get to the countdown, let's just throw out some honorable mentions. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the worst one apparently. This video is so good because he really goes knee deep into Smash Bros. Brawl and basically talks about why the game is actually quite good and really dives deep into it, and many of the jokes are on point. So yeah, there's that one. New Super Mario Bros. What's new is old. This one is great for so many reasons because the jokes are just on point and really drives in the fact that the new Super Mario Bros. Series has been done to death. And I think it's just so good. It's really solid. And then the final honorable mention, the Guy game. This one's definitely one of the more unique ones and probably one of the funniest ones in my personal opinion. I feel like the descriptions and information about the game are a little lacking in ways, but I think the video overall, joke-wise and everything else, is so good.
Hey y'all, 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 Scott here.
At the number 5 spot, we've got game controllers. This one's pretty unique. As you already know from the title of the video, Scott the Woz in this video takes a look at the various gaming controllers throughout the decades, which is actually a bit of a unique concept, as not many people ever talk about controllers that for a video game system. They talk about the games for the system. One of the things that I think makes this video so good in my opinion and puts it at the number 5 spot are the jokes. I think many of the jokes just are on point. I guess I'll explain a few of them. One of them being reasons why the Xbox controller is so innovative and gets many things right. How many controllers in the early 80s, such as Intellivision and ColecoVision, had number pads instead of being, game controllers. And the Nintendo 64 controller overall. Honestly, there's not a lot to say about this video. He goes through a good variety of controllers, pretty much going through almost all the major ones, at least that I know of. Honestly, there's not a lot I have to say about this video. It's just very good. It's so good. There's not much to say. It's not really much ways to improve it. It's just nice.
Hey y'all, 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 Scott here.
At the number 4 spot, we've got Get Rich Quick. This one's a lot more unique. If you thought the previous one was unique, this one's very different. This one doesn't even focus on video games at all. At least mostly. This video basically focuses on Scott trying to win money. Essentially, the basic premise is that Scott has to afford various houses that he supposedly paid for. He can't return them at all. He has to pay them all off. So he has to figure out how to get rich quick, and basically tries a bunch of get rich quick schemes. And it goes from scam websites that give you money to mobile apps that give you a lot of free money, such as AppNana and such, and many other ideas such as being an entrepreneur and using video games in the arcade such as Stacker to win valuable prizes upon playing well. And I think that's one of the things that makes this video so good, the fact that it really covers a good variety of ways to get rich quick. And yes, I put all that stuff in air quotes. None of it is actually really true. And I think he does a very good job of actually conveying that it's all complete bullcrap. And the jokes are just so good. And I think what makes the video so good is just the uniqueness and the more story-driven aspect of the video. Because that's one thing I said. The video is more based off of a story rather than the other videos where there's a joke at the beginning and then it's just launches in the video topic with an end joke. This one's a little different as it has all of that, but it kind of has it more based around a story about how Scott actually tries to get more rich. And I think that works very well. And overall, a great video.
Hey, Scott here.
At the number 3 spot, we've got Viral Games. This one's another good video because it's basically Scott making fun of all the viral games that are going on nowadays, such as Minecraft, Fortnite, Roblox, Doki Doki Literature Club, Baldi's Basics, Five Nights at Freddy's, and so on and so forth. Honestly, this video is just so good. I like it because there's so many varieties in the games, and there's not really one game series that's really left out besides Undertale. I have to bring that up. Honestly, this video is just so good because it really focuses on Scott really pulling in the jokes hard, basically making it so good. Every joke is really good, and he covers so many games that are so viral. There's really not a lot of video games that are left out that are viral. Although it can make this video a bit dated, it's a great video regardless. Not much else to say.
Scott here.
Coming in at the number 2 spot, we've got Game Stores. This has got to be one of the best Scott the Woz episodes ever. It's very similar to Viral Games, where in this video, Scott takes a look at a variety of video game stores, such as GameStop and other outlets that sell video games as well, such as like Target, Best Buy, and Walmart and such. It's very similar to Viral Games, but I think what makes this video better is the story thing I mentioned before in the number 4 spot. Remember how I mentioned before how I liked Get Rich Quick because of how it kind of had a bit more of a story in the video? Well, the same thing is in this video, to some extent. Granted, it's not nearly as good as the Get Rich Quick one. I think it's really good. Essentially, in this video, Scott the Woz applies for a job at Games on a Shelf, and basically has to deal with all the annoying things that his manager tells him to do, such as blabbling on and on and on about upcoming games just to annoy the everyday consumer, putting in not so much trading credit for games, and so on and so forth. And even when you put that aside, the video's just good because he makes fun of all these game stores and how they're just not so good, or how they're surprisingly well, like how Best Buy is actually surprisingly good, and all the problems with GameStop. And to be fair, a lot of the video is just downright true. It is true that GameStop really tries to push the Power-Ups reward program, or whatever it's called. And so much other stuff like putting in random merchandise. I think this video is so good for so many reasons. This is obviously, although since it's at the number 2 spot, a great gem. I think this video is so good. It basically combines Viral Games and Get Rich Quick into one video to make a stellar video. The only question is, what can beat it?
Scott here.
And finally, at number 1, the best Scott the Woz episode of all time is the Nintendo Switch wish list. Yes, I'm putting this video at the number 1 spot as it's the best video Scott's ever made. Okay, my top 1 favorite Scott the Woz episode, at least right now, is the Game Room. This has gotta be one of the most unique videos that he's ever done, as it's just so good. And what's even more interesting is that this video isn't nearly as funny as many of some of the other ones. But if it's not the funniness that gets it out of the park, then what is it? Well, I feel like the video just is so well scripted. The video honestly just feels like a bit of a trip. A voyage, I guess you would say. But let's get into what actually happens. Essentially, the Game Room video basically revolves around Scott basically talking about how he's built his game room among the years. How he started as a kid who had a table with a TV and very small games set up to now having a room filled with games and ways to play the games and such. But I think what makes the video extremely good is a bit of a uniqueness to the video. Talking about a game room is already a bit unique in itself, although there are game room tours that all over the place. It feels like it's one of those videos, but has a bit of a Scott the Woz twist on it. That doesn't mean it's bad, I mean it's at the number 1 spot, but it's just so well designed. It really just kind of lets you in on more knowledge about Scott, honestly, and I think it's a really cool video, as it's just like that, you know what I mean? And it's a much more chill video. Now, like I said before, the video isn't nearly as funny as some of the other videos on this list. That doesn't mean the video isn't humorless. It has a good amount of jokes, but I feel that it's definitely a lot more calm and from the usual. But overall, this has got to be one of the best Scott the Woz episodes I've ever seen. And I say one of because this list was honestly ridiculously hard to make. Ranking all these videos from best are not easy, or at least the top 5. So, there you have it. But anyways, let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite Scott the Woz videos? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this, and so on and so forth. Anyways, I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, take care.